Hey everybody, here for Empire Season 2, Episode 17. I'm gonna just do a summary of this episode because I'm so mad at myself because I was trying to upload the video on YouTube and for some reason it didn't go through, so I canceled the upload. But while it was uploading, my stupid self, because what I usually don't do, I don't delete the videos that I upload until after I know that they're on YouTube. I deleted the video before it officially uploaded, so I have to do the entire thing over. But I'm gonna just do a summary and then I'm gonna just do, the next Empire video. So, mostly this episode was about the Aces finally. And after the whole cake incident with Lucius' mother, Lucius is paranoid. He don't want to be around his mama. So Cookie is like, what do you really have to be worried about as far as your mother going? Lucius is like, that is a dangerous woman. You don't know, Cookie. She may seem old and, fragile to you, but she's dangerous. I don't trust her. So as they're preparing for the Aces, all kinds of everything is happening. Jamal and Frida are collaborating, and D Major wants to produce Jamal's next album, and he wants Jamal to get rid of Cookie as a producer. And Jamal doesn't really want to do that because that's his mom. She's been down with him since day one. So, while they're still in the studio, D Major is like all over Jamal, but then as Lucius is walking in, D Major pushes him away and he's like, you need to get control of your artist. He just tried to make a pass at me. So Lucius is like, after D Major leaves, he's like, listen, I know D Major's on the down low. An old dog can always see a new bitch. And I was like, oh, that's a saying. So he's like, you basically sitting up here trying to, I can't really get with your lifestyle, but now you're trying to flash your lifestyle in front of me, like this is a place of business and you trying to throw yourself on him and blah blah blah. So Jamal is like, I'm not trying to do anything, I'm trying to get work done in here. So Lucius is like, they both need to get over it, the whole thing with Jamal being gay and whatnot. And Jamal is like, well, I am who I am. If you can't come to terms with who I am, then that's your problem. So Lucius is going to tell Jamal flat out to his face, the day that Jamal dies from AIDS is the day he'll celebrate. What kind of parent tells their child that? So Anika is trying to get with Rhonda, and Rhonda is basically, busy with trying to set everything up for the Aces, and she's questioning Anika about, the shoes, and Anika's like, I don't remember what I was wearing the last time I saw you, before the incident happened. So, Rhonda's like, well, Anika's like, did we see each other that day? And Rhonda's like, I don't know, did we? So Rhonda basically put two and two together that Anika is the one that pushed her down the stairs, which is what we've all been saying since it happened. So, what else happened? So Carol is trying on dresses or whatever for the Aces. She's excited. Cookie agrees to take her. But Cookie is skeptical because she's worried that Carol is getting in over her head with this whole Tariq situation. And Cookie knows that Tariq is a Fed. So Carol was like, no, you just being paranoid. He's a nice guy. He wouldn't harm anybody. And Cookie's like, okay, but I still believe that he's a Fed. So don't get crazy. Don't start spilling no tea. Don't tell him our business. So Cookie actually goes and meets up with Tariq. And, she knows Tariq from back in the day, too. They all grew up together. So Cookie is like, listen, I know you're a Fed. I know you're going to try and pump Carol for information, but it's not going to work. So he's like, I'm not a Fed. It's an innocent little date. I know the G code. We ain't going down that route. So Cookie is like, well, it wouldn't be good if, you are looking for information or whatever, because Lucius wouldn't be going for it. So, Tariq is like, I don't understand why you, fighting so hard for Lucius when Lucius had your cousin killed. And Cookie already knew that Lucius had Bunky killed. I don't know what she took and did with that information, but I do know she did know because she tried to smother Lucius with a pillow when he was delirious. And that's when Lucius admitted it, when he was delirious, because he thought he was seeing Bunky, in his, wacky state of mind. He thought he saw Bunky. So Cookie is like, she gets up and she leaves, and as she's leaving, she's like, listen, my sister has herpes. So, I hope it's not too late for you And I'm like, Cookie is just foul. So Carol comes later on to meet up with Cookie, and she's saying to Cookie, why would you go and meet up with Tyreek? He told me about y'all little meetup. And Cookie is like, I know he's a Fed, so I went and I spoke to him. And Carol was like, you know what? You were always trying to steal all of my boyfriends for yourself. It was this dude back in the day, and then it was Lucius. And Cookie is like, please, Lucius was not checking for you. She's like, yeah, but I did know him first, and you took him from me. You are always stealing my boyfriends. You're the reason why I am the way I am. And Cookie is like, I have nothing to do with you and your decisions. I put you up in my house so that you can get better. And Carol was like, well, it just feels like you don't care about me. And Cookie's like, I don't care about you. Again, I put you up in my house so that you can get better, and I don't care about you. Since I don't care about you, get your stuff and get out of my house. So I'm like, we all got a family member that's a Carol. We all have a Carol in our family. So it's the day of the Aces. And Mama Leah is she's feeling a little bad. She feels sad that nobody invited her to the Aces. So Andre wants to take her to the Aces. As he's about to take her to the Aces, Thirsty walks in and he traps them in this panic room. So they have to sit there and watch the Aces on TV. They can't go. So Cookie is a little sad that her and Carol won't be each other's date, but Lucius comes and he asks her to be his date, and they go off to the Aces together. So at the Aces, Cookie is basically saying they're the first family of music. You're going to see them reunite tonight and perform. Jamal basically says he's shelving his Black and White album and he's moving on. He might possibly be leaving Empire because tonight will be the last night he's performing with his family. So he talks to Frida and tries to talk her out of leaving Empire. Frida's not sure if that's what she wants to do because of all that Lucius has done for her. But Jamal is assuring her, listen, you need to leave Empire and go where I'm going. So, what else is happening? So in the panic room, Mama Leah is watching Lucius tell the people on the red carpet about his mother passing away and all this other stuff. And Mama Leah is like, he has always been a bold-faced liar. And, she's very upset about him putting her away again and about him lying on TV to people. So, again, we're back to the Aces. Carol shows up drunk and belligerent. And, Cookie kind of like fake hugs her, and then pulls her back. And she's like, Carol, you need to go home or I'm going to embarrass you. So she calls security over to try and take her away. So she walks away from Carol. So Carol sees Frida and she's like, oh, hey. And, Frida's like, hey, I can't really talk right now. I got a bunch of press to do. So Carol was like, oh, you think you better than me? You think you better than me? The only reason why you here is because Lucius feel bad at what he did to your daddy like that. So Frida put 2 and 2 together and figured out that Lucius had something to do with her father's death. And she went berserk. She went and got one of the, I guess, security officers, somebody. They gunned out their holster, ran towards Lucius, and was about to shoot at him. As she was about to shoot towards him, Jamal stepped in the line of fire, and she accidentally shot Jamal in the torso. Security and them grabbed her out. Everybody's running, scurrying away. Security grabbed her out, took her away. Cookie is distraught. She is holding on to Jamal because she got Jamal's blood all on her. They're calling for an ambulance. Jamal is in pain. So they rush him to the hospital. So Thirsty lets, Leah and Andre out of their panic room prison, and he lets them go to the hospital. So while they're at the hospital, the Aces is playing, and they're seeing who's winning for the category that Lucius and Jamal is up against. So Cookie is praying that Jamal won it, but neither Lucius nor Jamal won because the votes were split. So, all of that back and forth that Jamal and Lucius is doing was for nothing because neither one of them won. So Jamal is rushed into emergency surgery, and they're just waiting to hear the word on him. So, as they're all sitting there, it was like a shot where they went to Mama Leah leaving the hospital. I don't know how she was able to escape the hospital. Like, where was Thirsty? Where was Lucius? Where was all these people that's always keeping tabs on this lady? She escaped the hospital, and as she's leaving the hospital, paparazzi is surrounding her, and they like, hey, are you a family member? Are you part of the family? And she's like, yes, I'm a part of the family. I was like, ooh, Mama Leah about to tell everything. So then we get to Tariq. He has Anika in custody, and Anika might quite possibly rat on Lucius and Cookie. Because remember, Anika was engaged to Lucius. So it ended on that note. And I'm like, oh. So I'm like, oh, the season finale gonna be cray cray. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be deep. You know, Tariq is a Fed, like we all been saying. But Anika might open her mouth and say something. Who knows? So that was basically what happened. Empire Season 2, Episode 17. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about it. Remember, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. And I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Later.